SHMACKEMAGOB, it's Dr. Fuck here with my top 25 Ace Frehley guitar solos. I was making this list and I came up with a little over 25. I wanted to make a top 10, but it's impossible. I said, fuck it. Let me just throw all this in there. But, you know, I left two off, and the two off, I'll tell you right now, Stranger in a Strange Land, love that solo. And Fractured Mirror, which is not technically a solo, it's a great instrumental. Did want to add it to the list, but couldn't make it. So let's get into it. My top 25 Ace Frehley solos. Let's do it. All right, at number 25 from Rock and Roll Over, Calling Dr. Love. I love that weird noises he does, and it's just awesome. Love that solo. At number 24 from The Elder, Escape from the Island. Such a cool little instrumental, and I like that little cranking that Ace does during that song. Good stuff, man. Number 23 from Love Gun, Almost Human. Yeah, I like Dr. Love. It's a bunch of weird noises, but I still love it. Sounds like, I don't know, like some kind of machinery going on. Ace doing all those weird sound effects. Just love it. It speaks to me more than... It speaks to me more than the Under the Gun solo from Mark St. John, okay? Even though that solo is awesome. But I'd rather listen to... At number 22. Oh, man. This is a great one. Very underrated song and very cool solo from the album Dynasty. X-Ray Eyes. Love that solo he does during that. Like Dr. Love and Almost Human, a lot of weird effects going on. It works for me, man. It grips my soul. At number 21, just like Dr. Love and Almost Human and X-Ray Eyes, from Destroyer, God of Thunder. Love that. I don't know, man. It sounds like some weird missiles or some shit. Some weird shit. Ace doing all those crazy effects on guitar. It just rules. Love it. At number 20, from the Trouble Walking album, Shot Full of Rock. I know it's Ace Frehley and Richie Scarlett going back and forth. Richie rules. That guy's a shredder. But Ace, what Ace does in that solo, you know, it's Ace Frehley solo. So what he's doing, his counterparts to Richie, is awesome, and I think it deserves to be on the list. At number 20. At number 19, going back to Music for the Elder, Mr. Blackwell. Love that. Ooh, it's dark. It's menacing. It's such a cool solo. I would love to see all those solos they kicked out of The Elder. You know, they left off a lot of solos that Ace was talking about in interviews. You know, I'd like to see what they left off. I'm sure it rules. All right, at number 19. Now, number 18, that's not on a Kiss or an Ace Frehley album. From the Wendy O. Williams album, Bump and Grind. What a kick-ass, badass guitar solo on that song. Bump and Grind rules. I made a video for it, and it's here on this channel, where I add footage of Wendy O. and Ace Frehley. Great stuff. Love Bump and Grind. At number 17, the first one to appear off his solo album from 78, Speeding Back to My Baby. Not only is like the beginning of the song like a cool little solo, but I love that the actual solo in the song and that beginning little solo. It's just awesome and deserves to be on this list at number 17. At number 16, it should be higher, off the first Kiss album, 100,000 Years. It's a song within a song. You know, y'all can talk about, oh, Ace is sloppy, Ace is this and that. You know what, man? I'll take his sloppiness and his non-technical ways over, you know, your biggest shredders out there. You know, well, depending who the shredder is, because there's a lot of shredders that can play very emotional that are great. So I'm not discounting every shredder. But 100,000 Years, a song within a song, it rules. And number 15, from Hotter Than Hell. But you know what? I'm actually going to go with the Alive version. Let Me Go Rock and Roll. Love the soloing he does on that song. It just rips. Love it. Number 14. Another one off Dynasty. Hard Times. Love Hard Times. Again, song within a song. Rules. And number 13. Off the Ace Frehley's Comet album. Into the Night. Awesome solo. First single from the album. Damn shame he doesn't perform it live anymore. I think it's one of his best songs. Shame. All right, at number 12 off Dress to Kill. Love Her All I Can. Love it. I love Peter too, man. Well, Peter's all fucking killer all over that album. Did you hear what I just said? I love Peter. But yeah, man. Peter Criss, Ace Frehley, and that song when they go back and forth, and just some great, great stuff. Love Her All I Can at number 12. And number 11 off Hotter Than Hell, Watching You. Oh, is that good? So classic. Classic Ace. At number 11, Watching You. Now we're going into the top 10. At number 10. Oh boy, do I love this one. Off Music for the Elder. From the Elder? For the Elder. Whatever it's called. My favorite song off the album. Under the Rose. I love that solo where it's going, left and right on the speakers. Good little emotional playing and spacey. Definitely belongs in the top 10. Under the Rose. At number 9. Oh, Love Gun. That little solo, that little thing he does. It's, again, a song within a song. And I prefer the Smashes, Thrashes, Hits version where there's no singing over it. It's just a solo with no singing, covering the greatness of that solo. Yeah, it may be small and may not even take off anywhere. It just stays put, that little section. But worthy enough to be in the top 10. At number 8, back to the 78 solo album. My favorite song off it. Snowblind. Oh. Man, there's so many solos on this album that deserve to be on the list. Well, I'll tell you right now, there's solos on Space Invader that, there's nothing from Space Invader on here. There's nothing from Spaceman that I think should be on here, but I'm telling you, he's got too many classic solos that those solos, as good as they are, I'd put stuff like Snowblind, Love Gun, and etc. over it. All right, at number 7, off Hotter Than Hell, Parasite. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, man. What a ripping, ripping solo. One of the greatest Kiss songs, period, and Ace songs. Love it. Parasite at lucky number 7. At number 6, the best solo off Elder, Darklight. Probably his most shreddy solo. I love it. I love where it goes. I like the little bongos going on under it and the vibe of it and how he ends the solo. It's just going. It's just great stuff, It's probably the most ripping solo, but not my favorite. But it made it all the way to number 6, Darklight. At number 5, going back to the first album. Oh, should be number 1, Black Diamond. Both. There's 2 solos on there. Both amazing. Melodic. Great structure. Just amazing stuff. I never heard... You see, that's the thing about Ace, You tell me, hey, man, the solo Black Diamond, and click, it's in my head. You tell me, hey, the solo on War Machine, it doesn't... I can't... I'd have to really think about it. Or, a lot of people point at Tears Are Falling, this amazing solo. I'd be like, let me think how it goes. You tell me Black Diamond, bam. Or Parasite, Snowblind, Love Gun, Watching You, Love Her All I Can, Into the Night, Hard Times, Let Me Go, Rock and Roll, 100,000 Years, Speeding Back to My Baby, Bump and Grind, Mr. Blackwell, Shot Full of Rock, God of Thunder, X-Ray Eyes, Almost Human, Escape from the Island, and Dr. Love. You tell me any of those songs, how they go, and they pop into my noggin immediately. Because it's more memorable than any Kiss guitars has done ever since. To me, all right? Not you out there going, well, when I hear Tears Are Falling, I know that I get the solo. Yeah, well, you got a different memory bank than I do. My memory bank is for Ace, brah. All right, so where are we now? At number 4. Down to the top 5. Now at number 4. Ugh. These next 4, they all should be number 1. Shit. All 25 should be number 1, really. Number 4, off Alive 2, Rocket Ride. What a solo. It's amazing. I'm looking at the 3 above it, and I'm like, wow, you know, I mean, those 3 above it, I would put it above it, but still, it's kind of like hard. Pretty much, you know, 1 through 4, I would say it's a tie, but, you know, I had a hard time picking it, but there you go. Rocket Ride and number 4, slamming solo. At number 3, should be number 1, my favorite solo off Hotter Than Hell, and definitely one of my favorite Ace solos. Of course, I'm talking about Strange Ways. Like what I was talking about earlier about Dr. Love and X-Ray Eyes and Almost Human and God of Thunder, the weird effects. Here is the best solo he did with the weird effects. What an amazing, amazing solo. Absolutely love Strange Ways. All right, now we're down to the top 2. At number 2, off Rock and Roll Over, I really do feel like it should be up here. Making Love, man. That solo in Making Love, forget it. Made it all the way to number 2. It's amazing. It's just an amazing, killer, ripping solo. Goes perfectly with the song. It's another song within a song. Just about every solo that Ace does is a song within a song. So Making Love is at number 2. And at number 1, drum roll. Shock Me. Hell yeah. This is the most song within a song solo ever by anybody. Just amazing. Amazing, and definitely it may have been predictable to a lot of people. Watch him say Shock Me. Well, you know what? It's predictable for a reason. Because it is his best solo in my opinion. I mean, everything about it, the way it flows, and it's like a solo that starts cool and gets cooler and cooler, and it just like builds up to better parts. And it even, as good as it starts, it ends fucking amazing. So there you go. Shock Me is numero uno. So there you go. My top 25 Ace Frehley guitar solos. There's a lot I left off too, you know, that I like, but I just was like, you know, it's a good solo, but Jesus, no, I'm going to leave it off. But, you know, anybody out there, put your favorite solos underneath. And if they're different than mine, that's cool. But if you're going to say, hey, man, where's this solo? So dig deep and take it out of your ass. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you like what you see, please subscribe and click that little bell. And hey, I have a PayPal in the description below. If you want to donate to a guy that can monetize this page and make money off this page, but I would have to have you guys look at stupid commercials. I choose not to do it, so donate a little bit to the channel so I don't have to monetize it, even though I won't anyway. And, you know, I'll do a track by track or something, you know, pay PayPal and, you know, and tell me what you want me to do, track by track. Thank you. SHMACKEMAGOB! Hey, check out my podcast, The VIERA Vault, on Spreaker, YouTube, and iTunes. Subscribe. The links are below.